Hello and welcome. So today I got myself a set of these dice. They have two pluses, they have multiply, divide and minus, and a joker. Oh, there we go, and a joker. And I made this little game. I don't know if you've seen this anywhere before. If you have seen it before, please let me know. But I call it Boons and Bane dice. I've popped the rules up here if you want to pause to read. And basically, so you can use either, normal D&D dice, pip dice, or these dice. I got these offline for like 50 US cents each. If you can find them, they're really cheap, very affordable to get these dice. But if you just have normal dice, you can use them as well. 1 and 4 corresponds to plus, 3 corresponds to minus, 2, maybe if I count right, 2 and 5 correspond to multiply and divide respectively, and then of course 6 being your joker. Right, so how this game works is every player takes a turn rolling 5 of these, and what you want to do is you want to get 2 or more of any given kind. This is an excellent roll. So let's ignore these for the time being. Here I would have 2 points. Now what would happen is that because they're pluses, let's say this is where the game ends. Because they're pluses, I get to add 1 more point to my score. If they were, so that would be 2 plus 1 gives me 3. If they were minuses, I'd have 2 minus 1, giving me a total of 1 point. If they were multiplies, I would have 2 times 2, giving me 4. If they were divides, there would be 2 divided by 2, giving me 1. Now it is a round down system. So if I had 3 divides, I would have 1 point, because 1.5 rounded down would be 1 point. Now this is where the opposing sides also comes into play. So let's say I wind up with 2 opposing sides. Here I have a multiply and a divide. Now they cancel each other out. They're out of the game now. They can't count towards any points. If there was a plus and a minus, they would cancel each other out as well. And all cancellations have to happen before any jokers apply. Now I think I actually rolled 2 jokers here. Now jokers can become any other value that you want them to become. So let's say you've picked this plus here. You can turn these 2 into pluses, and your score is now 3. It's a plus, so your score is 4. Let's play a few more rounds. I'm just getting all the jokers today. This doesn't really do anything, so it doesn't count for anything. I've got a plus. These all become pluses, so my score is 5. 4 pluses plus 1 equals 5. Any dice that don't do anything get discarded, the same way that if I had a minus here, these would get discarded. Anytime you just have jokers, let's say for instance you just have jokers, you can choose which dice they apply to. If you do get all jokers, you get 25 points for the entire for this round. Let's do a few more games just to show you how it works. Here we have a plus and a minus. They cancel out. I have a multiply, and a joker. The joker becomes a multiply, giving me 3 points. It's a multiply set, giving me 6 points overall. Let's do another game. Oh, there we go. I have all of these cancel out, and I'm left with 1 dice. Now you can't get a point on just one dice, so this entire game is worth 0. Let's try another one. Here's an interesting case. I actually quite like this case, and I'm happy this came up. So the plus is discarded, you can't do anything with one dice. Here you have 3 divides. Now you can use your joker to cancel out one of the divides, but then you'd only get 1 point because 2 divided by 2 is 1. If you turn your joker into another divide, now you've got 4 divided by 2 gives you 2 points. So there's a little bit of strategy involved in this. This is really the basis of the entire game. I haven't really made it much more complicated than that. The goal is that you will play 3, 5, or 7 rounds with friends. It's better to have 3 rounds if you have bigger groups of friends, or 7 rounds if you've got smaller groups of friends, just to keep the game, not as long. But yes, best out of 3, best out of 5, best out of 7, you tally your points up. And there's a solitaire version of this where you can see, can you get 20 points after 3 rolls? So let's do that. Let's play a game. So actually, let's go me and you. Let's do that first. Okay, so I roll and I get your multiply and divide. Well, my multiply and divide get cancelled out. I've got a plus, and a plus. I've got 3 points, which adds up to 4. Can you even read that? I can't even see that pencil is showing up on the screen. Let me get a better pen. Right. Me, you, and I got 4 points. Is that much better? Kind of. Right, let's say it's your turn. Okay, a plus and a minus would cancel each other out. A single dice doesn't do anything on its own. You get a minus and a minus. You get 2 points, which is a minus round. And that leaves you with 1 point. 2 minus 1 gives you 1 point. Right, my turn. Here we have, again, here's a really good case of what I was speaking of earlier. Now, you can choose now between these 2 cases. Do you want 2 divided by 2? Well, okay, so, there's no elimination, so you can apply the joker. Do you want 3 divided by 2? Or do you want 3 minus 1? Now remember, this is always going to round down. So if you've got 3 divides, they're always going to round down. So you're only going to wind up with 1 point here. But here at least, you will get 3 points minus 1, giving you 2. It's not really strategy, but if you know how the game works. Your turn. Oh, here's a lovely one. Now, I've got to choose between... Okay, well, ironically, because it's 2 points versus 3 points, you're going to wind up with 2 times 2 or 3 plus 1. Either way, you're going to get 4 points there. My turn again. A plus and a minus cancel each other out. I'm going to choose the multiply, so I get 4 points. 2 times 2. Your turn again. Oh, this is a nice one. So what's happened here is we're going to discard that one. And we're going to have 4 points. It is a plus, so you're going to wind up with 5 points. And if my math is correct, I believe we draw 10 points each. And then you can do tiebreaker, first person to win a round. I get 6 points. And you get 4 points. Does that make sense? In this case, I do win. So obviously, now let's try a solitaire round. So the goal being, let's see if you can get to 20 points in 3 rolls. Pluses, divides, always cancel out first. I have 3 points. Plus minus, can't do anything with a single dice. 0 points. I'm going to lose this game unless I roll all jokers. And I have, oh, okay, divide and a multiply cancel each other out. I have 4 points. I am not even close to my goal of 20. It is quite hard to get to 20, but it is possible. What do you think of this game? Have you seen anything like it before? I'm going to pop the rules up again so you can have a look at it. And tell me what you think. Do you like this? Do you not like it? How would you change it? I'm trying to work on a version of this that's very similar to Uno, or if you've ever played it at parties, a game called Crazy Eights, where you assign different dice, different values to the game, which can cause, turns to swap the direction of play. But this is the most basic version of the game that I've come up with, and I actually really like it. I showed it to a friend, and he said I must rather keep it simple for the time being, and this is the most simple and concrete version of the game. Tell me what you think. It's so simple, and yeah, there's 0. It's a very simple game once you get the hang of it. There's 3. Once you know the rules, they do work. It is a little bit more difficult to play it with pips and D&D dice, because you've got to remember what they actually mean. But it's not impossible to learn the different values of the dice. And these are dirt cheap online if you do want to grab them. Anyway, have a wonderful day, take care of yourselves, and stay safe out there.